texture value. We're going to actually add the clouds. Click in alpha. That way you can actually see how transparent it is. Increase the noise depth to the max. Decrease this one to, let's do 150. No, what did I put down? 105. Let's do one. No, that's a little bit too transparent. Let's just do 1. That's still too transparent. Crud. Too many numbers. Here we go. 250. Okay. We're basically back to the default setting for that one anyway, so meh, what can you say? Okay, now at this point of the tutorial, we're going to go back into the materials tab, and we're going to actually change the color of it. If you at this point, you can basically choose whatever color you want. It's not really a recommended setting for the tutorial, but it's on you. And over here, back to the map 2 value, we're going to make it white, make it a little bit more of a heroic type of aura. If you have an enemy and you want to have a dark aura, you can just make it into a darker color. It'll be better that way, and it'll be a while before I can actually make a villain. Anyway, with that all said and done, we're going to just go ahead and make sure all our settings are correct. And all we got to do now, go into object mode. And as you can already see, the emitter, once we get into object mode, is transparent. That's exactly what we want, because we don't want to see the actual emitter creating the aura effect. Now we are going to change one of the panels into your camera view by pressing 0 on your numpad. And we're actually going to change the world settings in the camera to absolute darkness, the darkness, the blackest of black of the blackest black. I'm rambling. Anyway, moving on. Let's go ahead and actually, to get a better view, let's move this camera down a scotch. Let's see, move it in on the Z. No, not the Z axis. X axis, much better. And go back up on the Y. Jackpot. Alright, let's see if we can animate this thing and see what happens at this point. We're gonna stop it at the moment and figure out what it looks like. Hit F2. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, this is kind of a problem due to the fact that, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot this one little tip. If your computer doesn't have enough RAM to render particles as fast as everybody else does in their new computers, the best way to cut off to shorten the render time is by going into the scene button, and that one tab before you reach to the play and animate buttons, you see this other button that says, like, with the OSA and the subsurface scattering and all that. Click off ray tracing and the subsurface scattering buttons, and it should render faster than normal. But at this time, we're pretty much gonna have to wait for this sucker to render, because Oh boy, the stuff I had to do in order for me to record this thing. Just give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. Let me see if I can get this sucker on screen. Boy, 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 boy. Oh man, this sucker just don't want to start. Okay. I'm going to have to pause this thing and try to see if I can get this sucker to render a little bit faster than usual, because there's too many actually too many programs running on screen right now. So let's see. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're back. We're done. And we have our render, as you can already see. Now, I will pretty much go ahead and take time out for this. Basically, this is by far the closest aura effect you can ever get if you want to try to use a projectile, or well, what is pretty much as close as it's going to get as far as an aura effect for animation purposes. The particle system is it's basically used for animation purposes only. So if you if you want to see if the particles can actually be used in a game that you're trying to make, you might as well forget about it. You need to go out, find yourself a texture, and add it as an image to the particle system in order for you to get the particle effects off of that. Outside of that, it will not work in the game engine, period. So you might as well take that idea, wrap it up in a plastic bag, and chuck that sucker off a 40-story window. Anyway, if you actually want to have a little bit more of an effect with this tutorial, because basically my purpose here is to actually show you how to get the effect. It looks pretty good alone, but if you want to have a little bit more of a glow, remember, as I said this 2 times in this tutorial before, go to Neon's channel. That's spelled Nion channel at YouTube, and find his tutorial on making ascending fire. That's where I pretty much got the idea of this aura type effect. Well, it may not be it's a little bit more on kind of like Final Fantasy compared to Dragon Ball Z, but it works. Anyway, to get the flow, once again, back to the Neon's channel, get the flow effect, and no, why did I say flow effect? Anyway, get to Neon's channel, find his fire tutorial. It will show you everything you need to know. All you need to actually do is follow tutorials part 1 and part 2, and basically you're done. This is Zero from Mystic Forms, signing off. Until next time.